2 men arrested in New Zealand for smuggling KFC into COVID lockdown Auckland. Okay, so not necessarily the same thing as economic failure, but come on. This is the psychotic nightmare dystopia story you never thought you'd see.
Yeah.
Smuggling KFC. Why is KFC banned? Why can't you have KFC?
Essential? I don't know.
What does that have to do with COVID?
Maybe like they were in an area that you're not allowed to. Are they in a quarantined area? Because their quarantines were geographic. Like you are not allowed to.
Takeout is banned.
Takeout is banned.
Why?
Because it might have COVID on it.
Okay.
Duh.
So look, I highlight this just to
What
show
the hell is happening?
when they set policies in motion that create a cascade failure, a collapse. This is just another example of the absurdity of the rules that make no sense, that will just cause people to lose their minds.
Yeah, COVID doesn't live out in the environment for very long. That's pretty well
but
documented.
that's besides the point. The point I'm saying is people in government don't know, don't care. They're just like, burn it down.
Yeah.
Just whatever it takes to make people go crazy and burn it down. Middle class people seeing the price. We went to the store the other day. We were like, we want to get some charcuterie, some meats and cheeses. Yes. We had the shopping cart maybe about 20% full, and it was $400.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I get it. You know, cheese and meat can be costly, but a year ago, we filled up a whole cart, including our standard selection of meats and cheeses. We're not buying like fancy, French imported meats, like regular salami and stuff. We would fill up the whole cart for $400. I remember a year ago, we filled up the cart, and we had like beans and rice and meat and cheese and milk. And I was like, wow, $400 for this? That's crazy. Now it's like the cart's barely full, and I'm like, what is happening? This is bad.
I have been photo documenting my grocery trips because every single time I go, I spend about the same amount, and every time it gets smaller. This last time I filled the seat that the kid sits in with the food that I was buying for myself for a week, and it was like $80.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not what I used to be able to buy. This is insane. And the shelves are empty. This is something I noticed too. There's no dairy. There's very little beef.
We couldn't get cream.
Yeah. How
This bothered me.
the end of the world.
Cream for my coffee.
Yeah.
And we went, and I like heavy cream. I don't like the half and half. It's got a little sugar in it. I want like fresh cream. And we went to the store over a month, nothing. And so I asked them, I was like, how do you have none? And they were like, it just doesn't come in. And I'm like, yeah, but you got cheese and ice cream. And they were like, I guess, they're not prioritizing the heavy cream because it's like a special use case. How much, like, come on, if you go to the store and you want something with cream, you're going to get milk, you're going to get cheese, you're going to get yogurt, you're going to get ice cream. Heavy whipping cream is probably one of the last things people get. And not everybody puts cream in their coffee like that. But when you're doing keto, things like that, you're like, you want to use fresh, heavy cream, less sugars, less, milk particles and stuff. They didn't have it. So we had to go to a different store, and we found a crummier version that spoiled much faster. But that's something that really freaked me out, because aside from the cream were these little stars they put up everywhere that said $500 sign-on bonus all over the store. I put it on my Instagram. Yep. You can watch the video. I'm like, yo, something's wrong. There's a bunch of some stuff. Like, boy, do they got a lot of canned whipped cream. But that's like corn syrup or something.
That's oil. That's not,
some of it, a lot of it. Some of it's good though. Some of it's okay.
Depends on what you.
But I'm like, I just want fresh cream. Like I want to eat healthy and have. I guess if you were to ask someone what they were going to buy first, they'd be like, I'll take the ready whip, whipped cream bottle over the fresh cream. You know what I mean? So they're not prioritizing it, or the store wasn't getting it. I went to a couple stores, didn't have it. Yeah. We finally found a store that did. We got a bunch. It didn't last as long for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm like, we like the good organic stuff.
I mean, we've been doing this as a country for, you could argue, almost 400 years, or not as a country, but as people on this land. Our economy got to a stage of so well oiled, so supply line genius. So it is really Adam Smith in operations. There's always that expression, or that like a running joke in the economic world of how many Chinese restaurants can you have on one block in New York City? And the answer is as many as the market allows, right? Yep. Like there is no rule. Like we got to the point that, you could get your heavy cream, your fresh whipping cream without even thinking about it, because all these literally millions of invisible hands were all working together, making things happen. So lucky. And all we needed was this one big government that thought they knew better for your own good. Yep. And we're never. It's going to take another 5 years to recover from this.